we'll give you enough screen time now over the next fucking couple of months. You'll be the next Stephen Graham.
14, right? I'm coming back round now, isn't it?
What did you have? More jockey?
You know what, makes you better, brother. I felt way off then. I had to splash my face with water and all in there.
Was it? Yeah.
I did contemplate it, but
Yeah.
I've tried to grow my hair before, and
Yeah.
it just don't.
You said you was going to go wild man with me, and then you come up with a trim then.
It's just like when you're sweating and all your hair and.
Yeah. No, I know it is going to be a pain in the ass. But I've never had long hair, apart from when I was younger. When I was dead young, my parents, without my sort of permission, just gave me a mullet. I was too young to know if a mullet was the thing, like, do you know what I mean? And I was just marching around with a mullet for years. Like, me and my brother Jake had matching mullets, like, as kids. Swear down.
This is what
We had
happened.
matching mullets.
I was trying to grow my hair, and Maddie just kept ripping me, saying, "You've got a mullet now."
Yeah. I remember once I went. I must have been. It was Shane Newell who used to live in my street. He came to knock for me. So I mean that I must have been maybe like
18.
10, something like that. And I remember once I put a load of gel in my hair, like wet look gel, like you used to have it in purples and greens and all that stuff. And I combed my hair with it in, right, to the side, like a comb over. I remember coming downstairs, I was going to go to school, and my mum said, "Go upstairs and wash your hair. No son of mine's going to school looking like Hitler." That's what she said. Going to school looking like Hitler. I was thinking, you marched me around with a mullet the last 5 years. Give me this talk now. Give me this Hitler talk now.
It's like fucking the Simon off the In-Betweeners scene, isn't it? When his mum says, "You can't. It looks a bit wet." Oh, what are you telling me that for now? Like,
I mean, at what point does it become child abuse, like? Do you know what I mean? To have your son or daughter going around with a wonky hairstyle, looking all frazzled. You know, with this, all these lights panning over here, it looks like a fucking mood-lit podcast studio, brother.
fuck guys.
Alright. If we've got the setting then. What gives you the most anxiety about the trip?
Probably being away from Elsie now.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, understandable.
And Maddie, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the actual, so like when we get over, in terms of the actual things which are like perilous, you know, whether it's like going to Russia, Ukraine, etc., doing some of the technical climbs across the Alps.
Yeah, I don't think any of the mountains really bother me that much. It's more, like we said, going to Russia and now Belarus that we spoke about as well.
Belarus, yeah.
What about you, Chief? What are you thinking?
For me, I just want to... Mont Blanc scares me a bit. It does. Just because I've read so much on it and I've seen people struggle, and I don't doubt that our cardio is going to be in much better shape by the time we get there. But some of the little paragraphs that I've read are pretty harrowing, you know? They're just like, Mont Blanc will find a way to expose you. If you've got a weakness, that'll expose you and all this lot, you know? And the other thing really is just my chest, you know? I don't know how my chest copes at altitude, and the sort of like general health anxiety I have because of my chest just makes me sort of paranoid all the time, you know what I mean? So I'm just hoping to overcome that. I never really thought about the political tension side of stuff until we started speaking about it earlier, and then when I was reading about, like, you know, FDCO, whatever they're called, are saying don't go to Belarus and that, you know, you might get arrested and this
it's because of the UK sanction thing, and it is a little bit worrying, to be honest, like, because
I mean, what I'm hoping is, because we'll have done a load of mountains, we'll have all that evidence built up. I think it'll be we'll be able to put a pretty compelling argument across to say it's clear that this is what we want to do. We're in your country to get to the high point, then we're out again.
Yeah.
All right then. Next question. What country are you looking forward to the most, and what mountain are you looking forward to the most?
Quite looking forward to Croatia.
Yeah. Just because
wanted to go there for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
And probably Elbrus, to be honest.
Yeah.
just because it's one of the 7 summits.
Yeah.
It's been on the radar for a while, you know. What about you?
Country-wise, I don't really know in terms of countries. I think I like. I've never been to the Balkan states either, so I'd like to go down there. And in terms of mountains, Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus is just, there's something epic about it because of all that Greek mythology and all that lot. Do you know what I mean? That surrounds it. You know what I mean? Though it's supposed to be like where Thor lives or where Zeus lives or something. And you when you read people's accounts of like climbing it, you hear all the people saying like, oh, there was like an energy there and like thunder was clapping in the distance and all. Do you know what I mean? It just sounds super epic. Sounds like something out of a Marvel film. So yeah, I think Mount Olympus is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most in terms of a mountain.
Okay, what about the least?
The least.
Sleeve Donan, is it?
I don't.
I know. I bet I can answer this for you.
Go on.
Scaffold pike again, is it?
Oh yeah, scaffold pike's pretty harrowing. But well, to be fair, I'm interested to know how I'm going to get on with the climbing. I'd probably say the Alps. The Alps, like, do scare me a little bit based on the fact that I got 0 mountaineering experience. Did you read that guide that I sent you, the hard facts guide or whatever to Mont Blanc? Did you read it? I know I sent you the snippet.
I had a little thing with it, I think, but
Well,
I thought I don't want to fucking
scare yourself silly.
Yeah.
Well, you said you don't like heights.
Yeah.
Well, this guy, right, says the arêtes on Mont Blanc are that thin. You know, where you've basically got your 2 crampons worth of snow. He said, imagine basically walking across the roof, the ridge tiles of a chapel. You know, that's how small it is, and having the drop either side like 1,000 meters. He said that's literally what you're doing. It's that, you've got just.
What, are you roped in?
You're roped in, but the only fail-safe you have if you were to fall off is you've got to hope your guide jumps over the opposite side of the arête, and then it creates a counterbalance. So I don't know about you, but I mean, I don't know if a guide's ever had to do that or if there's any training you can even do, but it's going to have to be like, imagine me and you are walking, we're roped together, you see me slip off one side and you have to tell yourself, I'm just going to jump over this side, which looks like certain death. I don't know. Are you going to trust him to do that? Because you got,
I don't know. The guide probably could do it, couldn't he? But if it was me or you, it's not natural at all.
Because the thing is as well, if anything, it's actually a survival mechanism for the guide as well. Because if he doesn't jump over the other side, he's just going to get pulled. Yeah. So you have to do it. But yeah.
What, even if you're in like a group of like say 6, 7 of you though?
Rope team, yeah. The person next to you is supposed to jump over the other side, and then the rest of the team can help you get up and restabilise. As far as I know, quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what Glyn said had to happen. Yeah. The nearest person to you has to go across the other side. So if I go, then you've got to jump. If you go, I got to jump. Otherwise, you're pulling me off or I'm pulling you off.
I don't pull me off, dude.
No, did he?
What about if you go at the front of the group or whatever and I go at the back?
Yeah.
And we have a guide.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because fucking hell, launching.
But then surely it's a chain reaction as well, because surely if you're at the front, you jump off one side, I see the guy jumping over the other side, I think, fuck, I better jump over the other side.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It gets to a point, there's no one left to pull you up, we'll all just be hanging off. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, so the least I'm looking forward to are probably they're going to be amongst them, because I'm just
Do for Spritz is going to be up there. And
yeah.
It's more technical and everything.
Yeah. What else can I quiz you on? This is where we need a little soundbite. You are now tuned in to the Continental Climb podcast. We'd like to take a word from our sponsor, Athletic Greens. You noticed Athletic Greens, they're on everything, aren't they?
Or AG1.
Yeah. AG1, Athletic Greens. Or Manscaped. They crop up all the time.
What's that one, the fucking app? Mental health app or whatever.
Oh, BetterHelp.
Yeah.
BetterHelp, yeah, that's always cropping up as well. Alright, I didn't ask you that. What country and mountain are you least looking forward to?
not country. Well, probably like Netherlands, Belgium sort of ways is the ones where it's just a.
Tick box exercise,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I've been to Netherlands and Belgium before.
Well,
We're
yeah.
not going to see anything really. We're just
Nah.
going to be driving in and out, you know.
Well, that's the thing. Those three you can do within like an hour or two, can't you? Because they're all so close.
Yeah. Formality, really.
Yeah, but that's one of the questions that I sent off to Guinness, because you can submit questions for clarification. So I asked them. I said, look, I know for a fact that the current record holder didn't get signatures from every country and witness statements from every country, because he told us that. And even in one of his Instagram posts, he was like, oh, I didn't even get close to getting witnesses from every country. So I've said to him, what is the threshold or the cut-off point where you're going to allow us to slip through? Because it's like some countries, like when we do Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, we're going to be in and out of those countries so quick. What are we going to do? How are we going to find people to get witness statements and stuff
Just
like
stop
that?
on the side of the road and ask people.
But I know for a fact, he said he didn't get anywhere close. So although they're asking us to do it, I'm like, all right, well, how many did you let him slide on? Because we at least want the same grace. Do you know what I mean? Because it wouldn't be fair to ask us to get one for everyone if he didn't.
I think a good one to, I'm not sure if you have asked them or not, would be the starting point as well, because
I did. I asked him that.
Adam said you could just
Get
get
a
up
ski
there,
lift or
so
whatever.
basically you can just surely that's not right.
Because in the high point of Portugal, you can drive to the top. You can literally drive the car right the way to the top, and then you're at the high point. So I remember reading one of his posts where he said he like wanted to make a meal of it or whatever. So he like parked the car 2 hours away and walked up or whatever, which I think we would do anyway, wouldn't we,
Yeah.
to make a day of it or whatever. But I did ask him that as well. But they said it can take 2 weeks for him to get back to you, and it's coming up 2 weeks now since I sent the questions
Be
off. I
interesting
reckon.
to know, innit, what they
Yeah,
say.
yeah, because there are certain things that they're a little bit squirrely. Like we haven't had the clarity from them really. So, all right, here's a question for you, look. You're
Hit me with it, brother.
you're climbing Doofer Spits. You're completely running out of energy, right? You're spent. You got nothing left in you. There's another, I don't know, 500 meters of elevation to go and some pretty sturdy climbing, right? I've ducked out. I've said, nah, I can't do it anymore. You're on your own. You're with the guide. I'm just giving you a scenario. He says, I got a set of headphones, yeah? Put them in, and you can play one song to motivate you to get you to the top. What's the song? What's your motivational track?
Fucking hell, brother.
What gets you? What? I bet you've got one in the gym that you feel like when it comes on, you can pump.
Have a minute to fucking
I'll edit it out. I'll edit the gap out.
do the thing and change the continental climb.
Athletic greens.
It's got to be Robbie Williams, hasn't it? I don't want to rock DJ.
I don't know. I don't know if I had that. If I had Robbie Williams play at that point, I don't know whether I'd like dash the headphones. Do you know what I mean? Or that ding
got-
ding 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 ding.
It's got to get the feet tapping their way up there, surely, haven't it, brother? That's a good question at that. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back in an hour with a serious answer.
Yeah,
I feel a bit sick of you, to be honest.
mate.
No.
I tell you what, I am not surprised because you've had. Where is that? Is that wrapper still here? Right. Let's have a look. Three chunks contains 14 grams of sugar in 3 chunks.
What, little chunks?
3 chunks of that is 14 grams of sugar. So you've probably taken on, what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I reckon, do you reckon that's an 18 chunk bar?
18 times.
18 times 14.
Quick maths or
Nah. 108.
252.
You've had 252 grams of sugar. That's a quarter of a kilo of sugar.
What about the Haribos?
And the Haribos as well.
I've done a pack of them as well.
Have you done a whole pack?
Did you have any of them?
No. Oh my days.
And 2 of them then.
Oh my god. And you're like, oh, it's weird. For some reason I feel all shaky and all.
Don't feel the best. Like.
Bro, honestly, you've had so much sugar, man.
Hearts feel like it's going to fucking explode up here, man.
Right, so...
It's
Right.
a bit sick and all, you know.
Per 100 grams, this is 343... where is it? Where's the sugars? This is 46 grams of sugar per 100 grams, right? What's this packet in grams? 160 grams. So you've had, where did I say that? 46 grams. So yeah, you've probably had about 70 grams of sugar from this. About what did we say? 250 grams from the bloody chocolate.
And I had this as well.
And that. Jesus, Nelly, man. Let's have a look at this. That's another 5 grams. Stick that on the bonds.
70 plus 5 grams of sugar.
Nah, not 5 grams per 100 mil. And this is 250 mil, so that's another 12 and a half. So you've had 12 and a half there. 250
70.
with the chocolate, or whatever it was.
334.5 grams of sugar. How much is a spoon of sugar in your coffee, Chief?
Well, let me put that into perspective. Is it, what is one of those bags?
Kilo.
A kilo, isn't it? So you have had a third of one of those bags of sugar.
And I never had a coffee earlier because I thought, I thought it was a bit low on sugar, so I tried to get a bit more. I've never done it now. Gone the opposite way, man. Fuck me. Oh, I feel fucking awful.
I got a surprise, Chief. Fucking hell, man.
What's the average that you're meant to have a day?
Right. Roughly how much sugar should a 30-year-old... Are you 30 or 31?
30, Chief, so young.
Yeah, 30-year-old male consume per day? What do you reckon it is?
50 grams.
No more than 30 grams.
Well, over 10 times.
Over 10 times, yeah.
In the last hour as well, that is. Fucking I thought I felt a bit giddy, Chief.
Giddy! Fucking rattling, man. Oh.
So I might go and sleep it off. There's no chance of that fucking happening, is it?
I thought I felt a bit giddy. Fucking hell. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm weak at that, man.
Lay off the old fucking sugar for a bit now.
Fucking hell. Oh, you'll sleep tonight, brother, when you crash off that. Fucking hell.
Fuck, I'm going to be in the same boat as I was. Fuck that. I must have been crashing off here and I pumped 10 times more and I feel the same. I'm starting to feel the same as I did half hour ago now.
Riding the roller coaster. So let's see what ChatGPT says. My pal here has eaten how much?
Oh, they'll have
300, what was it, 370 grams?
They'll have a few steering words for me, won't they?
Over the last hour. Comments? If we're talking about 370 grams of sugar an hour, that's absolutely wild. More than 12 times the daily recommended limit. That's the sugar equivalent of 9 cans of Coke, 36 Kit Kat fingers or 92 teaspoons of sugar.
Fuck it now, brother. I overdid it.
Unless they're running an ultra marathon right now, that's a serious sugar bomb.
Are you sure you never...
Expect a huge spike in blood sugar, followed by a brutal crash. If they're not used to it, they might get the shakes,
That's what I've had.
nausea, or even a headache.
That's what I've got.
Fuck me. What's the story?
I'm dying.
Was this intentional, a challenge, or a sugar-fueled accident?
Accident, I suppose.
Accident, I suppose.
Are you sure we haven't read the numbers wrong on the back?
An accidental 370 grams of sugar is next level. Did they misread a label, or was it a case of mindlessly smashing a whole tub of something? Either way, they are in for a proper sugar roller coaster. Spike crash and probably feeling rough soon. If they want to soften the crash, your ears need to perk up. They should drink plenty of water to help their body process it.
Yeah.
Eat protein and fat like eggs, cheese and nuts to slow digestion and stabilise blood sugar. And move around a bit. A walk can get
I
their
think so.
body to use some of that glucose.
Yeah. When I got out the van here and walked into the thing, I
You
felt
felt better, did you? Yeah.
I have some water. Fucking, I need to come down for it.
Oh my days.
Why is everyone staying in the car now, Chief?
You're not getting sugar paranoia, are you? Yeah, they're starting to load people on now.
Load us on there, brother.
Right, they're starting to load people on the ferry, so that's us for a minute. Catch up with you on there.